So, you're looking at Thor. And the reason we decided that Thor was a boy is because when he was developing, his cere was black, or very dark. I've noticed this with some chicks. Most chicks, their beak, the upper beak itself will be black when they are developing. As you can see that this is Sif. Her beak is still black. But Thor's cere was also black. And so that's just a sign of a beak that's still growing. So one of the ways you find a very young bird, you can identify a very young bird, is with the dark or gray or black beak. But the cere, you see this is, oh sheesh, I want to zoom out so I can find her. Okay, this is Sif's cere, is a whitish blue. This means absolutely she's a girl. And this is Thor. Guess what? Thor's a girl. The whitish blue and a young bird is a girl. The males will be purplish. Thor. Now I thought, you know, as we were naming Thor, that probably I was so used to calling him Thor that when I found out it was a girl, I'd probably keep calling him Thor. I'm finding that's not the case. So Thor's new name is Thalia, which is a Greek god, a Greek muse, one of the art muses, because this is definitely a girl. So that means all of those babies, both the double factor spangles and these two single factor spangles, were all girls. We got a lot of girls. It also means that since 2018 is the year of naming them after gods or mythological characters, I only have 3 more birds left to name, which are Bond and Breezy's babies. So hopefully one of them will be a boy and I can name it Thor, because I do like the name. But this little girl, very large girl, is officially Thalia. That's what it is, Thalia. The others are still Sif. This is Thalia's little sister, Freya. And, no, I'm sorry, that is Gefion, and that is Freya over there. I can actually tell them apart, but only when I'm looking at both of them at the same time, because Freya is a little bit bigger, and Thalia has Gefion has a prettier head. So, but we also learned something here. I have noted that some baby birds come up with the black cere as well as the black beak all along as I've been raising birds, and I, of course, thought it had perhaps something to do with gender. Absolutely does not. We now know that. So my next best guess is that it is either linked to a chick having a dark factor or having a violet factor. I suspect it's the violet factor because this, if you look at these two, they're basically the same color. I believe that Sif has a dark factor, but she did not have the black cere. However, if you look at the two of them, you see that blue cast to Thalia's breast is probably a violet factor. And so I believe that perhaps it's a violet factor that gives them that black cere. So now that's a theory we'll be testing in the next breeding season. Also, oh, well, here's a way to look at that too. One of Breezy and Bond's chicks is a violet, so let's go see if it has a black cere. Okay, of course it's a spangle, and the spangle lightens everything, so we'll have to see. Of course, now wait a minute, Thor come Thalia also is a spangle, so erase that thought. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. This is the cobalt with a black spear. That is the violet with a black cere. And that is a little green guy. They all have black ceres. Alright, so it's possible that those that are not violet have a violet factor. What we call a cobalt, which is a dark factor, can also be a sky blue bird with a single violet factor, will come out looking like a cobalt. So all of these birds could have a violet factor, including a green one. So we'll have to see, but wow, interesting. All right, so that's my working theory, is that it has something to do either with dark factors or violet factors. I suspect violet factors. Look at these two over here. Bond is just so in love with his lady. Still feeding her all the time, but of course she's not turning around and feeding all those chicks, so she's not as hungry all the time. So he's starting to put weight back on again. Okay.